And so you're going through this 18 months and there's a lot, and noticing like this sense of, man, I feel out of control. I'm trying to power through it, but it is literally your stress capacity is just to the max. Right. And so how did you cope with that? Like thinking about like, I know for you, right, you persevered, right? And you're going, we're not giving up on these girls. Right. We are in it because the Lord called you in that. And so what were some of the things that helped you to sustain that even when it got like super hard?
Yeah. Well, I think when looking back when it was getting really stressful, the one thing that I feel like I did have control in is just advocating for what we saw in our home, and whether, what we said was taken or, used or, had any benefit at CFTs or just in discussions with the team. I think knowing that we were able to share the behaviors that we noticed, things that the, kiddo struggled with or handled well, and just giving that and not, worrying about if that was used or helpful. But yeah, just being able to advocate for them and just feeling comfortable that we did everything we could. And I would say both my husband and I, in our own therapy, that we're getting through this process, right? Awesome. Because we need therapy too for what we've experienced, and really don't feel like you can help others without getting help yourself. But I think one thing that we both have kind of recognized in this season is that looking back on the last 18 months, that neither one of us have any guilt about what we did for these girls. While we might feel guilty about other things, we definitely let other things in our life maybe slide. Like I feel like for work, that was definitely something I put on the back burner. Even some of our friendships we just didn't invest as much into, maybe because they didn't understand what we were going through, or just, and again, we were in COVID with COVID and everything, just all these like outside, factors as well. But looking back, I think we both feel confident that we advocated for them when we could, and that we, trusted God in the process of, we don't have control, but we know He does, and that we fully believe that He loves these, kids more than we do. And sometimes it's hard to think about that. You're like, I really love these kids. They're precious and adorable, but don't without a doubt, think that I know He loves them more than we do. So I just think looking back, both of us are saying that we felt like we did everything we could. We provided a safe home for them. We felt like we did good with the attachment and tried our best with the co-parenting. It wasn't easy. I think a lot of our foster families say that's probably one of the hardest things with foster care, but we tried our best just to love on them and pray for them in addition to the kiddos that were in our care. So, I think that has been something that has given me so much peace, though, is looking back at their case plan and the kids feeling like, we loved them as much as we could. We provided them the safe home. We advocated, we went to things, we got them in services. And that, I don't feel like looking back, there's no guilt of, man, did I not share enough, or did I not disclose enough, or was I not, and I feel okay too, because we weren't perfect parents too, like parenting in general is hard, but, fostering kiddos and, with the behaviors and the trauma, it's messy, and definitely lost, out of my window of tolerance, dysregulated myself. So I'm not saying that it's like looking back, we were perfect parents. I mean, we definitely struggled, but I feel like God used us for the time that He did, and we're just going to have to sit and trust in that. So.